For this week's experiment, I decided to explore how red cabbage can act as both a natural dye and a pH indicator. First, I prepared all the materials and ingredients. Then I heated a pot of water and placed the shredded red cabbage into the pot before it boiled. As the water heated, its color slowly turned into a deep purple while the red cabbage turned pale. After simmering for about 15 minutes, I strained out the cabbage from the pot, removed the pot from the heat, and prepared to dye my muslin fabric swatches. Upon soaking the fabric in the dye bath, the dye bath unexpectedly turned blue, and the fabric did not absorb the color well. I then realized that I had forgotten to pre-soak the fabric in water. The cotton fibers in the fabric are slightly alkaline, a fact which explains why the dye bath changed color. Additionally, I realized that temperature affects the effectiveness of the dye binding to the muslin fiber, which is why the fabric did not absorb the color well. To address the issues, I reheated the bath while the fabric was soaking. As the dye bath warmed up, it returned to purple, and the fabric began to absorb more pigment. Afterward, I tested how changes in pH affect the color of the dye. In one container, I added lemon juice, which shifted the color from purple to pink. In another container, I added baking soda, and the dye turned blue-green. Through this experiment, I learned that the color in red cabbage is due to the anthocyanin pigment, and that this pigment is pH sensitive, which makes it an effective pH indicator. Additionally, I realized how temperature plays a key role in the effectiveness of dye absorption.